This week I read The Cat's Table. It's by Michael Ondaatje. The cat's table is actually a term for the least privileged table in the mess hall of a steamship because it's furthest away from the captain's table, which would be the place of honor. Yes, this story takes place at the loser's table. But it's here, far away from the watchful eyes of the captain, that unaccompanied children can mingle with the misfits traveling on the boat. Our narrator, Michael, is one of these children. Or he's not really a child anymore, but he's reminiscing in the book about his time on the boat. And the fact that he is all grown up now gives you the added benefit of watching his understanding unfold about things he was a little too young to get while he was aboard the ship. Like, for example, when he's small and still easily bribed with biscuits, he thinks nothing of slipping into locked offices and wandering around while the Baron tracks down ladies' valuables. With a clear point of departure and a clear point of arrival, this is in every way a book about transition. The boat is literally a vehicle for movement and change. But while most coming-of-age novels are about a single event that signals a dramatic change for the protagonist, this is a book full of small moments in a longer journey of transition. The Cat's Table treats growing up as a process that never ends, a constant effort of refinement. The adults on board might be more confident, but they still have goals they haven't met yet. And they still have fears, things they're hiding from, or perhaps escaping from by shipping off to somewhere new. And even though Michael is young and impressionable, his journey on the Oronsay continues to change him long after it's over, as he comes to understand more about the things he overheard and witnessed on the boat. Michael is also deeply aware of how being on the steamship allowed him to come in contact with all sorts of people he wouldn't have met otherwise. And even if he did meet them, they probably wouldn't have deigned to talk to him. All stuck together at the Cat's Table, though, this somewhat arbitrary group finds a context in which they have common ground, even if it's just where they go for meals. We've all had those experiences when you're stuck in transit on a plane, or when you are in line at the grocery store, or maybe in a hospital waiting room and you strike up a conversation with someone. Okay, so maybe you're shy and someone else does the striking up of conversation. But either way, you notice just how funny it is the way people come together, or drift apart depending on the situation. In this way, the Cat's Table shows how little it takes in the end to start something much bigger. Just that tiny bit of common ground is sometimes all you need. Some of those people won't change you, of course, but some will. That was The Cat's Table. Oh, and if you notice that shiny label right there, it says I have an autographed copy. See that fancy line there? Apparently that counts as a signature. Who knew?